Good. Hey there, team. I was a bit worried. This one was dubbed, or it was called, Evil versus Evil. And I was a little bit scared that it was that, that Carn Doom Siege that Umad had just posted up. And I was like, oh no. Thanatos, thank you very much. Let's do this. We have Sauron Warband, Beast Hunters there, Beast Tamers. Oh, good Beast Tamers. Okay, cool. Not seen them in a while. Very fragile to archer fire, but very good if we can work them properly. Mood Berserkers there, Dismounted Serpent Guard, and wait, sorry, what's this? Oh wait, oh fantastic, cool. We actually get to see them side by side. Not actually seen that in a while. We have the armored up Dismounted Serpent Guard, and then the standard Dismounted Serpent Guard. Then Mahood Warriors, lots and lots, jeebers. Serpent's Fangs there, no general in with them today. That's where I put my general, of course. I make it very clear how much I like archer generals. The Demons of the Desert, some Trollmen of Harad, Champions of Nafara, and the War Beasts. Okay, great stuff. And then some Serpent Guard. Oh wow, bold. Oh, Thanatos, I don't like that. I really don't like the general and the Serpent Guard. We'll see. We'll see. That's not fun for me though. Anyway, to his flank, we have Joe Blogs. Ah, cool. Never actually seen Joe Blogs before, but it could be a temporary name. We'll see. Isengard. If it is a new player, though, Isengard is really a nice faction for new players. It's always who I will recommend new players try out. That or the Dwarves of Erebor. Trolls of the White Hand, anyway. Crossbowmen, infantry there, and then the Naz High. These guys will surely be pulled back in a moment. They're not going to be left out front. We've got a nice pike line, very solid pike line. And then double artillery. It's kind of funny, on the last time we were on the Black Gate, we had double artillery. And then the Champions of the White Hand. Over here, we have the Warg Riders. Yep, nice balanced Berserkers there too. Okay. Yeah, nice army. If this guy is a new player, I think this is a good army to be mucking about with. I mean, 2 artillery pieces can definitely go wrong, but at least it is going to force his enemy to attack him, which is pretty solid. And then we have Found Popcorn 798. Definitely never seen that name before. We have Double Menace Morgul Chosen, Morannon Halberdiers, lots, and wow, that is a long line of Morannon Halberdiers. Has he gone into the red limit with them? No, that's only 3 of them. It's only 3 of them, but they are just stretched. They are long boys today. Behind them, a heap of Morannon infantry too. Then Temple Guard. Nope, don't have the general in with the Temple Guard. Orc Archers, triple Orc Archers, and then sure, that's a red limit. That is definitely a red limit. And then the Troll Catapult. I mean, it's a red limit, but they are really going down this line of forcing the enemy to come at them. If Found Popcorn can work this army properly, I can definitely see it being good. All of that archer fire, though. The thing about Orc Archers and Morannon Archers, though, is they don't do damage very quickly. They will, as always, all archers, if you get to use their entire, quiver of ammunition, they'll rack up a few kills for you, even if it's just a tiny amount of damage. We see that with the bloomin' Hobbit Slingers. They will rack up damage, even though it is such a small amount of damage if you use up so much of their ammo. Okay. But definitely what kind of scares me is he has gone into the red limit there a little bit. That could definitely be a new player thing. It's something. Dancing around with the red limit can work out, but it's scary and very risky. And then I think we've got a triple Angmar, so it really is like the Witch King has taken over. I think that was maybe what Thanatos said to me. The Witch King has sort of taken over Mordor, or at least taken control of the Black Gate, and this is a Mordor along with some of their hastily formed allies ready to go and take it back. We have the Warg Riders from Bengun. Again, another name I do not recognize. Guardians of Carn Doom there. Hammer Guard, non-armor upgraded Hammer Guard, which is nice. And non-armor upgraded Guardians. I do actually really like the look of them without the armor upgrade, but it is sensible to give it, especially the Hammer Guard. Inquisitors there. So the Witch King himself is present. Then we have the Gundabad Guard, some Scourge Raiders, lots and lots of Gundabad Guard. Okay, we've got some holding ability. Oh, double Trolls of Angmar, that's a shame. Again, maybe a new player mistake. Well, I mean, you can see this. Just get the Troll Gundabad instead, maybe. Anyway, to his side, we've got Revan of Korriban. So we've got his Warg Riders and more Inquisitors. Definitely going to be dominating the cavalry field. And this is another thing for Thanatos' Serpent Guard General to be worried about. Angmar Marauders up front, not really going to be able to take a charge, but he's not really going to receive one, I don't think. Well, I mean, saying that, there's little wargs on there. I don't know. I'm not going to hand it to them just yet, but 2 Witch Realm Inquisitors is going to be tough to fight. Gardens of Carndom there, Orc Fellers, Scourge Raiders, Guardians, Blackguard, Scourge Raiders. Anything really fancy that's jumping out? Blackwatch Legion, always nice in a field battle. Fun to see them. Scourge Raiders with the armor upgrade, that's solid shout, I feel. And then more wargs. Indeed. And then I think we've got a little 1v1. Yeah, Thanatos is going to force this against Diego Rio 8 Ramos. Part of the Fear Clan. Cool. Then we've got Snaga Stalkers up front. Warg Marauders in the back. Again, nice to charge them. There could be some archers hidden somewhere, though. Orc Fellers, Angmar Marauders, Gardens of Carndom, Scourge Raiders, the Trolls of Angmar, and the Trolls of... Flashbang! Then the Trolls of Gundabad. Then Blackguard there. Oh, God, again. Stop it, please. Inquisitors. That's just something you get on Mordor sometimes. Hammerguard, armor upgraded, and then the Warg Riders. So we will get underway. Yeah, Thanatos, yeah. I like this. It's not so much an entirely rush... Well, actually, yeah, there's very little, like... It is a rush build. It really is a rush build. Seeing that, Angmar can hold out. Angmar can hold out against a rush. This could be fun, seeing... I'm just going to be at 0.5 for a minute as we see the initial movements of everybody. Yeah, this is going to be a nice, like, contained 1v1. Whereas this is going to be much more of a mixed in 2v2. Because of how tightly packed these guys were together, I did expect them to rush somebody. But it doesn't look like it. It maybe looks like Ben Gunn is going to hold the line while Revan moves up to engage Joe Bloggs, which Revan does kind of need to do that. It's not even like 2 standard pieces of artillery. You have one of the Uber artillery in the form of the Ballista of Isengard, which is kind of... Don't know what he's going for there. You might just want to unload fire, because that Mordor or Angmar army is going to overwhelm you shortly. It's just because they're coming from the Black Gate. It makes me think they're Mordor. Where the heck is your catapult crew? Oh, I think Isengard does have an invisible catapult crew, don't they? Whoa. That's one of the weirdest catapult volleys I've ever seen. I guess they were going for the wargs, and then this one is going for... okay, yeah, that's pretty odd. Oh my god, they actually got a kill. Oh no. Anyway, right, 1 time speed, let's do this. We actually have a clash, holy smokes. Snaga Stalkers, victory is certain. Undoubtable from those little gobble boys. Of course they can thrash this. I'm actually, yeah, come on boys, you should be wrecking them. Yeah, balanced now. Angmar Marauders, a little bit better. They're going to fare a little bit better, of course, but not great. As I say, a lot of people just kind of ignore the Angmar Marauders. Over here, Orc Fellers, more Angmar Marauders going toe-to-toe. Wow, Mahout Warriors, come on, I like you guys. What's this struggle all about? I guess the Angmar Marauders do have a little bit of armor on them, but I don't know. That's surprising. I think that will change, especially once the Beast Tamers get in there and we get a nice little phalanx. That's something that Diego is maybe missing. He really is relying on his Guardians and his Angmar attack, or Angmar Marauders. Still rushing on in. We're getting quite a good flank. Oh my goodness me. Okay, Wargs taking fire. But yeah, these Serpent Guard dying in droves there. Very light, very quick Lancers. I do like the Serpent Guard. But, oh god, the Trolls are even in there too with an anti-cavalry bonus. They'll slice through them in no time at all. War Beasts. You see, that's... Why wasn't the General in the War Beasts? You know, if you wanted to have a mounted General, you had the War Beasts there. But, hey. Anyway, I will ask Thanatos about that. Beast Hunters, yeet. Incoming? Maybe? Nope. That's okay. Come on, boys. I'm watching you now. Okay. No, that's fine. They're not going to go for it. If you were to hurl, say, into this little troll group, you might get a few of them hitting a troll, and if not, hitting a Gardening Carndom is not the worst thing in the world. How are we doing up against... I think we're going to have to zoom in to get a better idea. When it's all orcs, when it's all these very black colours on a black background, it is tough to spot things. Orc Fellers, good stuff going toe-to-toe with the trolls. Angmar Halberds, again, and even Blackwatch Legion. All very good troll countering units there. But it's holding this swarm in place. He's firing in with the crossbows. probably not going to get too much friendly fire against his trolls. It'd be very unfortunate if he does, but hopefully he doesn't. The main line taking a lot of axes right to the face. Of course, Rohan counters their primary enemy Isengard with their shield maiden axes coming on in, but that works just as well with the Scourge Raider axes. Stabbing away. Those, yeah, Guardians should actually win that with the amount of damage there. No, we'll see. Whoa, a lot of fire damage here. Yeah, that is very unfortunate. But yeah, Joe Bloggs is going to have to keep unloading because he is already shattering in points as the disciplined Uruk-hai are fleeing the field. Holy smokes. That's not fun to see. Yeah, that must have been some good Scourge Raider damage. Over here on this flank, yep, Revan just using his numbers, getting around these guys, picking them apart. And the amount of money that Joe Bloggs has spent in his artillery is meaning that his expensive forces cannot really hold out too well. Begging over here. Yeah, overwhelming the likes of Mordor. I did like Found Popcorn's army there, but no, they're just starting to get around, starting to get some axes into these halberdiers. Again, those Scourge Raider axes being exceptional. Oh, goodness me. And Gobbo Trackers even firing into the blobs. So even with the perhaps, going into the red limit unnecessarily with the double Trolls of Angmar, the fact that Found Popcorn went into the red limit himself is helping that out. Morannon infantry, they're not going to go down without a fight, though. I really do like the Morannon infantry. One of my favourite sort of things about Mordor, just they have this guy that can do alright. Morannon archers, though, engaged. Troll catapult crew having to fight off some Warg riders in melee. That's a good fight for them. But running on in here, to be honest, even up against the Inquisitors, they'll do some good damage. But I really doubt that catapult's used up all of its ammo. And the likes of the Trolls of Angmar, even in their weakened state here, they will mop the floor with the Troll catapult crew. These are not fighting trolls, these are working trolls. A working troll can still fight most enemies, though. Yeah, goodness me, it is a very... I'm going to probably have to slow my camera movements. I mean, that's a general thing. I always try to slow my camera movements. I'm too snappy. But with this sort of battlefield, I'm going to probably just have to find points and just sit and watch for a minute, because it is difficult to really work out where the Uruks and Orcs of Angmar start, and oh goodness me, ouch, and the Orcs and Uruks of Mordor begin. Those Uruk-hai breaking there. Ooh, very risky to have even a handful of wargs around those pikes. Usually when you're fighting to the death, say, your stats are so badly just... Whoa! Ho, ho, ho. That is beautiful. Like, horrific, but that was a nice sight, wasn't it? Just that blooming ballista. If you can just try and get a few more shots out, he's guarding himself nicely. The champions of the White Hand should win up against the Inquisitors here. Not just having that warg bonus, but also their armor piercing. The Inquisitors are not. The Inquisitors will hurt them, though. That's without a doubt. And being outnumbered as well. So if he can just try to silence this a bit, then run a bit more freely with his wargs, which that seems to be what he's doing, he can go and shut down these crossbows and shut down the ballista and catapult as well. Oh, it looks like he's trying to backstab those champions. Help out the Inquisitors. The Guardians are in there to sort that out. And when this artillery is shut down, that might be it for Joe Bloggs. How are we doing over with the Haradrim attack? It's looking good. It is looking good. And it's looking somewhat healthy still. Usually with Harad, they're very similar to Rudar in many ways. If you're going to win, you're going to win quickly. You know, that's something I do like to think about all of these sort of very lightly armored factions. If you're going to win, you're going to win within sort of about 5 minutes of the fight beginning, where it's going to be clear that you have won. The longer the fight goes on, the less and less likely victory becomes for you. But opening up here, and yeah, poison arrow damage with the Serpent Guard. High damage arrows as well. They are pretty solid. Trying to shut down those champions in Nafrat, though, is a good idea. Oh. Oh, wow. Really? That was the Isengard general, the champions of the White Hand, slayed by Whitrum Inquisitor. A fight that I really didn't expect to go the way of the Inquisitors. They have at least taken out that general, and that, I do fear, is going to spell disaster for the rest of Joe Bloggs' army. It was already going pretty nasty for him. Saying that, though, we're still neck and neck. That is a surprise. And the Nazhide, they ain't going anywhere. They're going to be here until the very end. Those orc fellers coming on in. And I think, yeah, the ballista crew, they're not remanning that ballista. There's no point in running away. If you ran away, you're just going to get run down by the enemy cavalry. So no, they've just got to try and fight it out. The catapult crew as well, wherever they may be, those sneaky boys, they're going to get gutted as well. Goodness me, that's a lot of dead wargs. I do love to see mass cavalry fights. It's, you know, just like huge swarms of melee cavalry slamming into each other is something that I always enjoy. Scourge Raiders yeeting on in, but... oh, I don't actually know what they were yeeting. I think there was maybe a unit or two in front of them here. Hopefully that wasn't an accidental shot. Has he... well done. Okay, yeah. He's doing the right thing here. Keeping his archers moving. You know, he needs to use up their ammunition. This is really his only... he's got some infantry left, but that's about it. So he needs to try and make sure he uses up as much ammo as possible. But even up against this heavy armor and good shields of the likes of the Good and the Bad Guard, that's a lot of arrows. That's a full unit of orc archers there. 203, and it's 3 of them. We've got over 600 archers just raining hell on you. You've got to have a bloody nice amount of armor to shrug that off. So we got routing, routing infantry there. Some of these guys have come back from routing, but they do not have the ability to go toe-to-toe with the Good and the Bad. Well, the Guardians of Carn Dûm there. Looks... oh, he's sending the orc fellers in instead. Interesting. That's actually... if they do turn around, but he's probably focused so much on his archers right now, he's not noticed that these guys have come back from routing. Hammer Guard as well. Oh, no. Beggin is... he's not having it. He's just going to leave those fellers there. The infantry engaging the Guardians now. More Guardians running on over here. And yeah, now with everything shutting down these archers. Gobble Trackers even coming in to tie them up. I really like that Beggin is just coming in to get a full surround, perhaps. Perhaps with a macro way to do that. But I think he will get a good surround here, these orc archers. If they did have ammunition left, which they might not have, they're just being hurled on in. But as I say, that's over 600 orcs. That, you know, even, and a few of these Morannon archers as well. But 600 orcs, hopefully going to rack up at least 100 more kills in melee. That's maybe a bit bold. Maybe that is a bit bold. Joe Bloggs still has a few survivors here. As Revan makes his way on over. It looks like, oh no, these guys are just routing. They're trying to go over into the welcoming arms of Harad. A few of Diego's men bolting there. Those Serpent Guard, I'm shocked that they're alive. I'm really surprised with everything that went down. Southron Warband still looking pretty healthy. A few Warg Riders. I mean, hell, if I was Diego, I'd be dead keen to just try and grab those Serpent Guard. He has lost here though, but he's not dead yet. What's still fighting their way over here? Still a Hammer Guard, okay. Serpent Fangs, yeah, with their nice sort of high two-handed, well, two-handed. This definitely isn't a falch. What is that again? That's a, oh, it's got a fun little name. No, but a nice big curved two-handed blade. It's very menacing looking. But yeah, they'll have a good little battle there. The Beast Tamer's just prodding away too. I think he's going to come around for a backstab with the Serpent Guard. Not a bad idea. Just try and keep your Serpent's Fangs alive. Whoa, there's a lot of Serpent's Fangs. How are there so many men in that unit? They are 2 hit points, aren't they? Yeah, definitely. Whoa, that's a big unit. Didn't realize there were so many Serpent's Fangs. By the way, fair enough. Good to see that from Thanatos in this point in the battle, but he's used up a lot of his ammunition, he's used up a lot of his jabs, and he's used up a lot of his numbers. Luckily for him, a lot of these men are just winded, and since he is on... oh, crossbows, are you still around? Hide behind Harad. If you've got ammunition, we're going to need you. Yet, Revan, good stuff. Don't just wildly charge on in there. Reorganize. You've got your ally over there. Now, this is where Thanatos has the tough decision to make. Does he come charging on forward right now to try and get a 1v1 up against Revan? Or does he hold back and take a more organized... what the hell? How have you allowed this? Revan, please no. Don't let him do this to you. They're loading. No way they're going to get that. Revan! Oh, this could be a massive game changer, actually. I mean, firing into that blob. Oh, no way. No way. He's loading. Okay. Right, well, that's the path cleared, and we're still getting shots in. We need some cav to shut down the last few of these Isengard units. Good stuff from Joe Blog. I don't know what you're doing, my man. I guess he's firing to the unit right in front of him. That's fair, but, like, go for the units back here. Go for this blob. That's their mid-celebration. Just tear them apart. Those Inquisitors coming in from Diego. That's good. Diego does have some survivors. No point uselessly throwing them away up against just Harad there. You want to save them for when you can do a bit more backstabbing the enemy and so on mid-fight. I don't think he's noticed, though. He's definitely not noticed. Oh, I think Diego has, though. Yep, Diego coming in, being a bro. We're not going to get a point-blank shot against those Inquisitors, though. Good stuff, though. That'll be them shut down. Nice spot. Always good to help out your allies. And it's kind of tough. I always talk about communication and how important it is. But it's very difficult to get those sorts of chats done when you can just be like, oh, T, speak to all, or speak to team, and try and type it out like midway through a laggy battle. It's not easy. That's why I do always try and, you know, emphasize how important it is to be in voice chat with people. The Nazgul still at their full numbers and alive. Temple Guard as well. Dude, I'm Shadow Pose. Okay. I was counting these guys out, but Mordor and Isengard have both managed to save quite a bit. Scourge Raiders going on in there. In all honesty, I would take that fight. I wouldn't run away from that. I would take that fight. Yeah, good. If you run away from it willy-nilly, like for ages, you're... I know, yeah, the hope is that he'll kill them. Oh, they're locked morale there. Nah. I think run one of them. Take the Shadow Bows, run them away, leave the Temple Guard to fight. Oh, that's cute. Never really look at this section of the Black Gate. But there would probably be little holdouts, little orcish settlements nearby the Morannon. Yeah, Revan moving his boys over. Yeah, now that this has been grabbed, that's fine. I would love to get a unit of those Witchroom Inquisitors, though, to just go and cycle charge the Nazgul. That could be nice. Hammer Guard as well, they could do some good damage. Not kill them in those numbers, though. What do we have going on here? Diego's still alive with his general. That is where the general is, right? No. No, where do we have him? These Inquisitors. No. Well, doesn't matter too much. Right, forming on up. Let's see. Yeah, so Thanatos is taking his time getting together with Job. Oh, actually, saying that, he is trying to get a few cheeky charges in here. Have we already... No, we've not lost the general, though. Yeah, good. Fair enough. Fair enough. Try and do what else you can. These guys are warmed up. The real power of those light lancers. They can just be sprinting around the battlefield for ages. Yeah, it does look like Thanatos is wanting to secure a position. Now, the problem I'm having with that is... you don't really have that much in the way of range power, do you? You really don't, apart from your Serpent's Fangs. So having, like, a great position is all well and good, but if you can't force the enemy to attack you in it, it's all for nothing. But saying that, what does Revan have in terms of range power? I mean, Angmar doesn't have anything in range power. I don't think he's got a single archer unit, does he? And his Scourge Reader axes, I mean, not that you'd have to close to a good distance to get those done. So maybe it's not a bad idea for Thanatos to just find a nice position. Orc archers there, unfortunately getting grabbed. They were trying to make the long journey, but that would not, yeah, not really possible there. So yeah, just mopping them up. Nom 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 nom. Looks like Begin's heading on back to probably to deal with the Temple Guard. Oh goodness me. What's going on here? Are those yeah, the Adunaim Shadow Bows took the brunt of it so that the Temple Guard could unleash their fire. Fair enough. Maybe the Rangers there were out of ammunition, so it was better just try and use up that armor-piercing arrow fire. But even then, Temple Guard in melee here, I think they'll beat this in melee. So it is a good idea for Begin to just grab everything he's got and come on over here. But where are those Nazgul? Because they can't be dead yet. I'm not seeing anything blue. Seeing anything blue. Are they backstabbing? They are. Ah, okay, yep, good. Just consolidate your forces. I think Found Popcorn's gonna lose here, but he's really gonna hurt Begin. There's not gonna be much. I was thinking it was gonna be like a 2v1 situation here, where where the Angmar forces, the Angmar had like about twice as much as... Oh, wow. Interesting, Revan. I'm going to go 2 times speed for a second. But I really thought they'd have about 2 times as much as what Thanatos has left. Well, that's really not the case. They're really abusing, like, I mean, 1 unit of archers. Those Serpent Guard can't take much damage. They're, you know, they're really fragile. So you just wouldn't need much. But he's got no archers and no axes left. So all he can do... Who just admitted defeat there? Was that... Could have been... Wasn't Joe Bloggs. Was... it was Mordor. Really? Interesting. That's... Big think. Big think. Okay, then. We'll keep that in mind. Anyway, Thanatos doing a good job. Yeah, I thought this was a bit too bold at the start, but considering the enemy just have nothing to really counter you there and not even really any spears, why not? You can just do this so safely. That's maybe not safe, though. That's maybe not safe. I think that's too bold. You can grab him now. Yeah, grab him. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, that was bold. Thanatos, come on. That was too cocky. He was doing really well with those charges, and he was like, all I'm doing here is just killing off like 1 or 2 Angmar Marauders. I can do better than that. I can get more kills. No, dang it. Oh, that's a shame. I appreciated that a lot, but no. Dearie me. Killed a few Guardians though, but it's not so much. I mean, losing that cavalry is a shame, but it's... Harad's not... I do equate them in a lot of ways to Rudar, but one thing that Rudar have that Harad don't really is that stubborn, stoic morale that is so unnatural for an evil man, and a lot of Harad just lacks that. So I'm a little bit scared, but at least losing the general there. By the time we actually have a fight committed to here, I'm gonna go for ×6. Which, yeah, it's not too laggy or anything. By the time we actually have another engagement, that morale shock of losing the general is going to be gone. They'll have lost the general, which does hurt your leadership. It does hurt your morale. But the real kicker is that moment when the general dies, or the moment when the general flees. Sorry, no, he was riding over there with a passion. Diego is out for blood, and rightly so. His oh, good stuff, crossbows. Let's just see. I don't know. I'll maybe go down here. This looks quite a nice little point as well. So Diego, I'm sure, is wanting to punish the Southrons for what they did to him earlier. He still has those 18 Inquisitors. If he can get around the back of them, which he's not really got a long enough formation to get all the way over there. They can get around, but he's not going to do that until the clash actually begins. We'll go back to 6 times speed for a second, because rightly so, Angmar's not going to attack until they're ready. I'm going to take quite a gulp of my tea, so there will be a moment of silence. Yum 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 yum. I'm sure you can enjoy my totally appropriately chosen music for this scene. Oh goodness me. Just Diego again. He's out for blood. Why are we being so bold with our cav, guys? I guess he saw Thanatos as general. He was like, I'm not going to be outdone. I mean, yeah, good few kills for sure. They're broken. Oh no! Dang it, Diego. That's... Patience. Patience, guys. We need it. We just need to relax. Hey, a win's a win for Thanatos. I'm sure he'll be overjoyed by that. Now, these 8 guys, I don't know if they're going to come back. Surely they will. We'll see, though. We'll see. But that's the last of Diego. Pretty sure, anyway. So... it really is a Revan versus Thanatos thing now. We had a lot of new players. You know, So it's nice, but now we really are left with the guys that have been around for a little bit. So I'm excited for that. Okay, jumping on up now. Let me just have a quick gander. Oh, no, cheeky. Cheeky. You can't come from there, though. Yeah, you're going to have to come around there anyway. I mean, if you had an archer, holy smokes, you sit there, you start raining hell into them. There's nothing Thanatos can do about that. But again, I mean, he did have gobble trackers, but they're out of ammo. Please take... Oh my god, if you take out your bows, this... It'd be a funny situation if 40 goblin trackers are the game changer. But no, exhausted. Absolutely exhausted, whereas Thanatos' men are nice, fresh, winded in some cases, but... Okay, Revan's doing a little... He's got some fresh guys too. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, those... I mean, I'm talking about discipline. I'm talking about morale. Like, the Serpent Guard are definitely different. Serpent Guard are damn good. They're better than a lot of Western Kingdoms of men's sort of men-at-arms. Especially with that armor upgrade. They're topper. But it's the likes of the Southrons, these Mahood warriors as well. That right flank, he really has so much power on that right flank. I'm wondering, is Thanatos planning to fold around? He wants this position to really be, okay, good, crossbows, raining some hell in. That's going to really get Revan moving. Again, Revan wants to wipe out the last few Uruk-hai there that caused him a lot of pain. Those crossbows reminding him of the massive ballistas. What are we choosing here? Okay, Blackguard. Yeah, totally. No, I was going to say Scourge Raiders. That's a decent shout, but Blackguard pretty solid too. Yeah, they have that shield value, but you know they're the best. They're one of the units that can really mop the floor with you. Champions of Nafrat still at 62 as well. Oh, damn it. That's a bad route. That's a bad one. I mean, yeah, we could have come forward in a little bit more of a concentrated manner. Yeah, Begin's going to have to run his butt over here now. Scourge Raiders, see, they were engaged. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Crossbows, yeah, no matter where you are, those crossbows are going to hit you. He's got a good position there. Barons of Carndum, hacking and slashing away. Heavy armor value on them, but the armor piercing runs through every part of Harad's being. They have so much of it. Blackguard making their way on up. The crossbows have stopped firing. That's interesting. I'm wondering why. Maybe there's something more juicy in Begin's army, the Hammer Guard per se. Really, they don't have that shield value to rely upon. Trowman of Harad coming out of the position like that is gonna hurt them. These Blackguard bouncing off the phalanx there, but now going toe to toe with the Serpent's Guard, Serpent's Fang even, sorry. But outnumbered. This is normally a fight, of course, the Blackguard would dominate in, but these guys are all fighting like 3-4 to 1. That's too much for the Blackguard. Stealth pikes, nice and healthy. Halberds there, good. Oh dear, yeah. Champions of Nafra, okay, they've been sent on in here, and I don't think there's anything really to counter them. Dismounted Serpent Guard really struggling on that right flank. Oh, sorry, the far left flank there. Height advantage and everything. But Scourge Raiders, guys. Okay, there we go. This is a bit better now. I was like, no, they should be able to do better, but no. The Scourge Raiders are not easy to deal with. Hammer Guard coming on up. It looks like the Hammer Guard are going to be going toe to toe with the champions. Not bad. It's good that we've got something to sort of try and deal with them. Serpent Guard there having a lot of trouble. As I say, the line is just starting to fray and starting to get pulled apart. As I say, these Trowmen, they're going to fight to the very end, but they are going to be goners. Oh, Dismounted Serpent Guard, they're broken. There weren't too many of them, and now they have a route in. And this would be the perfect time for Diego's cavalry to come on forward. Just start slamming the back lines. I'd say it's possible that he could have gone, he had to leave. This is a 21,000 frame battle, which is not horrendously short for a 3v3, but, a lot of people just, they don't really know how long they have at times, and that's fair enough. So he used everything he had before he departed, if that was the case anyway. Orc fellers coming on in. Yep, they definitely have what it takes to get through that sturdy Isengard plate. Nice black plate of Isengard. Serpent's Fangs there. Hacking through those wargs. Blackwatch Legion still. present. Push. Oh, wow. Yeah, you see. No, I don't think. I think they're just engaging there. I thought they might be like going to be bursting open the line, but you can see the effect of this 10 mass. Just when you're generally fighting enemies, just shut them right. You just bully them, which is always, you know, really quite fun. I think the dream is these champions. They're going to take... Oh, they're down to 52. I'm sure the hope is that those champions of Napra will be able to go toe-to-toe with everything that they're sort of being put up against, which right now is the case. But I think Revan is doing the right thing just by sending phalanxes at them. You can be as good as you really want. I really appreciate that he rolled that like I'm not gonna attempt it, but it was like our worst allies, or not worthless allies, worthless allies. There you. Yeah, I'd never really heard that voice line before. That's funny. They did their best, announcer, not announcer, like battle commander. You know, they tried, but they bolted off there. Oh, what's... Oh, those beast tamers. Oh god, I think that's the beginning of the... Well, it's not so much the beginning of the end, but that certainly is it all coming to a dramatic close there. Yeah, those Serpent's Fangs just not able to deal with this now. Bashed in, Warg Riders hammering on in it behind their lines, alongside some Inquisitors there too. Yeah, just focus on the champions, bash them in the back. That's not fun for them at all. This was pretty damn good. I like this one. I think, yeah, right. Big thing. I'd like to know why Mordor called it quits. I genuinely think maybe this could have been a win had they not. Maybe, I don't think, no, I don't think it would have been a win. I think that the Team Angmar would have still reigned victorious. But I think it would have been bloody close, you know? Like those Temple Guard would have racked up, you know, at least 40 kills in melee, more than that most likely. And then those Nazgul, they were still at their full number. Yes, they no doubt will have received a lot of hit point damage, but again, you know, that's probably another 100. You know, I'm being really conservative with these guesses. That's probably another 100 guys just dropped. So, yeah. I don't know. And then that would have been just fewer units for Thanatos to have to deal with here, and those crossbows to deal with. I think we were being pretty conservative with the crossbow volleys. I'm not saying that changed. I'm not saying that like won or lost anything. Definitely not. But I think they probably did end up dying when they still had a few more volleys left. Could have been good to get those spent. You know, could have been another few kills. Let's have a zoom through. Serpent Guard there. Yeah, bold choice. I don't know how I feel about that for a general. Warbeasts, that's a shame. I don't really use the Warbeasts too well, but I love them as a unit. Beautiful champions, holy smokes. Double Trollmen, super duper. Serpent's Fangs there, actually racking up some good kills. That's good. A lot of Mahud Warriors. I was a bit disappointed with them, to be honest. I really... You know, I saw Mahud Warriors going toe-to-toe with the Angmar Marauders. I was like, bam, easy victory. But they were struggling. They were really struggling. Despite Serpent Guard, holy smokes. Well, I guess, yeah. Ouch, though. You'd want more than that. Especially with the armor upgraded versions of them. Then Berserkers there, that's a bit of a shame. Beast Tamers, nice. Nice to see the Beast Tamers doing some good work, though. Beast Hunters there. Oh, ouch, 14, that's a shame. And then Southern Warbrand. Good, I do like the Beast Hunters being brought. Armor-piercing jabs, and then they take out those little maces to get a little bit more armor-piercing damage in melee, which up against Angmar, you can't have too much armor-piercing. Certainly not. As I say, Joe Boggs there. I liked it, stayed in it. Like, when he was firing with that, when he managed to get his troops back on that ballista, and then he targeted the guys close to him, I know I guess he was like thinking about self-preservation for the crew, try and keep them alive, just break those fellers. But had he just fired like two bolts going right into that blob, that could have been easy 200 something kills. But yeah, and found popcorn. I liked, yeah, definitely good sense with the archers. I'm getting the impression that found popcorn plays Warhammer a bit, because that's what you see a lot of the time with like archer units. You just constantly run them away. Just get them. You don't stay in the fight with them. You're doing a much better job just by leading the enemy away with your archers running, you know, rather than fighting. Whereas in Medieval 2, sometimes it is a better choice to just say, all right, fuck it, bam, bam, bam. You know, just take out your little swords and fight them. But anyway, Bengal there. Yeah, no problem. A lot of prisoners, holy smokes! But yeah, hell of a lot of prisoners. So that was nice. I again don't know how I feel about the double Trolls of Angmar. As much as I love the Trolls of Angmar, I do think they look a lot better than the Trolls of Gundabad. Now, well, look a lot. They're more appealing to me. That's not to say anything. Like, I think the model for the Trolls of Gundabad is amazing. Revan there, yeah. I mean, maybe not racking up the most kills, but definitely bringing it home for the team, which is the best thing for it. Super duper, cannot be denied there. And I mean, starting a battle and just seeing two brutal artillery pieces arrayed against you is enough to bring a tear to your eye. But he pulled his socks up and he went straight for it. Did the right thing. Good man. Diego there, yeah, kind of forced into a nasty 1v1 against a charging Harad. All things considered, though, he did pretty well with the cards he was dealt, and definitely made Thanatos bleed for it. Just a bit of a wild last charge there that could have maybe come a bit later. But all in all, super duper. Thank you guys very much, and I will see you later.